Hello, friends. Today we have an unusual top 10 list of the best body swap movies. These are films where characters unexpectedly find themselves in someone else's body, and everything they knew about life gets turned upside down. There's sci-fi, comedy, and drama here. But most importantly, every film in this selection makes you wonder, how would you handle being in someone else's skin? Ready? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's dive in.
What if something horrible goes wrong?
Replicas 2018. This film is about a scientist whose entire family dies in an accident. Unable to accept their loss, he decides to use cutting-edge technology to bring his loved ones back by transferring their consciousness into new bodies. Everything seems perfect at first, but things quickly spiral out of control. This movie is about love, loss, and dangerous experiments when a person plays God. It's not just sci-fi, it's a story that shows where the desire to change everything can lead. The film raises an important question. If you had the chance to bring back a loved one, would you take the risk?
You still think there's an island?
The Island 2005. This film is set in a future where people live in an isolated complex, believing the outside world is toxic. Their goal is to win a ticket to the islands, supposedly the only safe place on Earth. But the main character accidentally discovers the truth. All the residents are clones of real people, grown to harvest their organs. Everything he believed in turns out to be a lie. He must escape to save his life and others. The Island is a thrilling film with chases, special effects, and deep meaning. Here, body swapping isn't sci-fi, it's a harsh reality where a body can be reduced to spare parts. It's a story about how even if you're just a copy, you still have the right to live.
Merry Christmas.
The Family Man 2000. In this film, the main character is a wealthy businessman who has it all. Money, career, success. But one day, he wakes up to find himself living a completely different life. Now he's an ordinary family man with a wife, kids, and a job at a tire shop. He's confused because just yesterday he was successful and single, and now he has a whole family and a different path. It's not magic in the usual sense. It's a second chance to show what his life could have been if he'd made different choices in the past. This is a warm, heartfelt story where the swap isn't about bodies, but about lives. The film shows that happiness isn't always in money, but sometimes in simple moments with loved ones.
I wish I had your life.
The Change-Up 2011. This is a classic body swap comedy with adult humor. Two friends, one a family man with kids and responsibilities, the other a carefree bachelor, accidentally make a wish and wake up the next morning in each other's bodies. At first it seems fun. One enjoys freedom, the other the comforts of family life. But the longer they live each other's lives, the more they realize that the other's life isn't as easy as it seemed from the outside. The movie is hilarious, with vibrant moments and unexpected situations, but it also carries an important message. We often don't appreciate what we have until we lose it. Freaky 2020. This is an unusual and highly original film where a high school girl swaps bodies with a serial killer. Yes, it sounds bizarre, but that's exactly what makes this movie so memorable. Now the teenager must survive in the body of an adult criminal, while the killer, in the body of a young girl, starts a killing spree using her appearance. The film blends horror, dark humor, and fast-paced action, and it works surprisingly well. This isn't just a body swap story. It's a wild mix of horror and comedy that keeps you on edge and entertained at the same time. Criminal 2016. In this film, an agent dies, but his mind holds critical secret information. To save it, scientists transfer his memories and consciousness into the body of a hardened criminal. Now two personalities coexist in one body, one with a killer's past, the other with a hero's knowledge. Criminal isn't just an action flick, it's a smart thriller about whether a person can change when a piece of someone else's soul is inside them.
Who takes over?
Selfless 2015. This is a story about a wealthy elderly man who learns about a technology that can transfer his consciousness into a new young body. He undergoes the procedure and wakes up in the body of a healthy young man. At first, everything seems perfect. Health, strength, a new life. But soon he starts seeing memories that don't belong to him, and realizes the body isn't empty. It had its own life, family, and history. Now begins a fight for the truth and to understand who he really is. The film touches on an important theme. Can you steal someone else's life and still remain yourself? Selfless is a mix of sci-fi, drama, and thriller, with an intriguing plot and a deep message.
I wish I were big.
Big 1988. In this classic comedy, a young boy would do anything to be big to hang out with his crush girl at the carnival. He finds a Zoltar machine and he wishes to be big. After Zoltar tells him, "Your wish is granted," he notices that it's unplugged. He wakes up the next morning in an adult's body, but he still has the same personality. Full of humor and charm, Big explores the joy and challenges of growing up, using the body swap premise to remind us to hold on to our inner child.
Let's just kill each other.
Face Off, 1997. This action-packed thriller takes body swapping to a wild extreme. A dedicated FBI agent and a ruthless criminal literally swap faces through advanced surgery to infiltrate each other's lives. As they navigate their new identities, chaos ensues with intense action and psychological tension. Face Off is a gripping, over-the-top ride that questions identity and morality while delivering explosive entertainment. Its bold premise and stellar performances by John Travolta and Nicolas Cage make it a cult classic. That's our top 10 list of movies where characters literally step into someone else's life, from comedies to sci-fi dramas. Each one shows how important it is to see the world through someone else's eyes. If you haven't seen any of these films yet, be sure to add them to your watch list. And if you have, let us know in the comments which one you like the most and what movies you'd add to this kind of list. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. There are plenty more exciting lists coming up. Bye for now.